Hello folks, I've got a lot going on the homestead tomorrow, so I've got primarily 3 activities I need to get done tomorrow, and stay tuned and I'm going to share those with you. And also I'm going to do a shout out. Hey, welcome to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Like I said in the bumper, tomorrow I've got 3 major activities I've got to do tomorrow. Number 1 is my daughter and I, yeah, that's right, I have an appointment with my daughter Jamie. We're going to get into the greenhouse and we're going to get it ready for fall crops because it's September 6th today. And we gotta get this done. As you can see, we neglect it pretty much through the summer because, well, face it, a greenhouse is just too hot to work in the summer, so there's nothing to do in it, so I just let it overgrow. We let the plants just take off and have their way. One main excuse I have on why I neglected the greenhouse and the garden this year is because on Friday the 13th the barn burnt down, and that took a lot of extra time that I would have otherwise had to devote to other projects around the homestead. So now we're playing catch up. The rest of the stuff will have to wait till next year. The barn's almost done, and right now we're focusing on the greenhouse. I did go down to the local hardware store and grab a whole load of potting soil for the greenhouse specifically. So Jamie and I will get in there tomorrow, clean it out, introduce new potting soil, and I'm going to set up that bathtub and turn it into a worm bin and try to build a frame around it and a nice work table on top of it. So that may take most of the day, and another part of the day will be continuing the build on this barn. I'm getting the back cover on, and I'll be posting a video specifically on that back cover, so stay tuned for that show. Another project I need to get done tomorrow, and that is getting into my beehives and do some beekeeping and getting these girls ready, transitioning into the fall, so stay tuned for that video. Also, I do need to get out into my neglected garden, get these weeds whacked down, and get plastic laid over the top of it and some more pine shavings laid in for the winter. So I have something to work with this the next spring, and I don't have to contend with weeds to do it. I have all this timber here that I got from my buddy. He milled it for me on his wood miser up at his homestead, his big off-grid homestead, up out of Selma. And by the way, they're having one heck of an out-of-control fire over there right now. So my prayers go out to Steve right now too. And also, I need to get my grapes harvested. These grapes are a red grape. I believe these are Catawba. I have the Niagara down by the gate. Those are white grapes. And I did plant some Concord up here, which are blue grapes, or purple. So I had red, white, and blue grapes. How patriotic. Anyway, each grape would produce during different times of the season. And I understand they make wonderful table wines. So these grapes I need to harvest and learn how to do a table wine. And I've got a contact of a vintner up at a local vineyard that is produces an award-winning wine. So I'm going to be producing a show on grapes and try to figure out how to professionally cut and trim my grapes and train them. Also, and how to, a little bit of history on these grapes and how to simply make a nice little easy table wine. The garden wasn't a total bust this year, as I did manage to buy some. I cheated. Really, don't tell anybody, I cheated. I went down to the store and I bought starts already because, like I said, the fires really set me back. I went ahead and bought some starts. I got some melons growing, some cucumbers, and some bell peppers growing out here in the garden. At least I got something that I can plant, that I have growing. Along with the grapes. You know what? It takes 3 years from when you first plant your grapes for them to fruit. I'm learning that. And also, I managed to collect 3 cherries from a little cherry tree. That's pathetic. And of course, don't forget, I promised some of you I'm going to get in the kitchen this weekend and make that special peach pie that uses a unique kind of crust. And it uses no sugar. So stay tuned for that one. So that's my activity for tomorrow. And then we'll see what unfolds the next couple of days, because I do have 4 days off in a row this week. And then I work 1 day and get 3 days off. So that's my schedule. And then we'll see how much I get done and how many videos I could produce for you guys, just to keep you updated on what's going on here on the homestead. And also, I really have to get that seal, that seal replaced on the oil filter adapter cooler unit, because it's leaking oil really bad, and I need to get that redone so I can actually take this awesome free fifth wheel that I got from an estate cleanout camping, and take this nifty neato folding porta boat out on the lake and go fishing with my grandson. The summer's almost over. School's already started, so hopefully I can grab him on a weekend and go do this. And then maybe if I have time this next couple of weeks, I'll be able to get the was it the manifold gasket replaced in this car, and also give it a bath. And now I want to give a shout out to a YouTube channel that I literally stumbled upon. I was interviewed by the local news here locally when I was out filming for our Discovery Channel show, and just a real quick plug on that show. Stay tuned. His season premiere is sometime this month on It's called Homestead Rescue, and it's on Discovery Channel, and occasionally is viewed on Animal Planet. If you don't have TV and don't have that channel, you can go ahead and stream it on the internet if you want to see it. Our original episode was season 2, episode 2, and we are in reruns right now, and then we have another episode that's out. I have not seen it yet, and I just finished uploading more video for this new season 4, and it was on the wildfires that were around us within real close proximity. So I was out videoing those wildfires when a local newscaster saw, started interviewing me about homestead preparedness, or how do you prepare your home and your outbuildings for in the event of a wildfire. And so that's what that was about. So I was trying to find that video on Google, and I discovered this other guy who posted a video on that fire. And it turns out he has a YouTube channel, and he has a camp homestead ranch up the street from me, and I've seen him drive by in his truck and never had the opportunity to meet him yet. But he doesn't live here. He comes down here and camps out on his ranch, so I'd really like to meet him someday. But I want to give a shout out for his channel. He's got a pretty cool channel. I've been looking at all of his videos, and it appears we have a lot in common with being medical professionals and also loving woodworking and farming, things like that. So here's the channel. It's USNDOC. That's it. I think it's United States Navy. No, USNERDOC. It's like a USNERDOC. Anyway, I'm not sure about his career, but he seems like a really genuine guy. Viewed their family on the channel, and I'm still watching his farming videos, his ranching videos. So check him out. There's my shout out. So that's it. You think I'll get it all done this week? Maybe. We'll see. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a small homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. We're near the meridian of the Willamette Meridian, and we're located geographically west-southwest of Crater Lake National Park. And for those of you who are not familiar with where Crater Lake is, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it's located in south central Oregon, up in the Cascade Ranges. So that's a cool lake. Check out my video on standing on the rim of a volcano. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Like really helps out the channel, and also sharing the video is very important. If you could share my video on other social media streams, I would greatly appreciate it. That helps us out greatly. And leave a comment, giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't matter to me. Thumbs down, thumbs up. You know what? They're the same. It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter. We'll see you guys again. Bye-bye.